Hello, my beautiful Scorpio. Welcome to your July 2017 reading. Wow. Welcome back to my subscribers. Welcome back to those who just check out my videos every month. And welcome to anyone new, anyone who is guided to this channel, even if your sun is not in Scorpio. Or even any planets. You know, if you just happen to click on the video, then welcome. You're meant to be here. Okay, guys, so we're going to go ahead and get into your reading. I don't know if anybody watched Libra's video, but I think I'm going to do your reading like I did Libra's. So this month, I'm really just like playing it by ear. You know, as soon as I hit record, that's when I'm deciding what type of spread I want to do. So with Libra, I kind of played around and thoroughly enjoyed it. So I want to do the same for you, okay? By the way, personal readings, if you're interested, all the information is below, okay? I broke everything down for you. Email is down there. PayPal link is down there. Everything you need, okay? And I always look forward to your readings. Okay, Scorpio. Sun, Moon, and Rising. Or, again, if you just ended up here, welcome. Okay, let's get started. First card is the Knight of Fire. We have the Five of Earth. I have the Five of Air. It's two fives back to back. You know, and fives represent to me the action of being in the midst of it now, you know, like as we speak, your present moment. You know, even before I continue on, I know this fire sign has something to do with, for some of you, can certainly be a love partner. This could also be someone that you work with, or even a boss. Okay, well, we'll dig more into that. But for some reason, this fire sign, you know, it's riding right into these cards. But it's like the moment it begins to bump into the Five of Pentacles, look at the horse. It's like he turns direction, he turns his head. Almost like he's butting up against it. Nope. So it definitely has something to do with finances. And it feels like communication also. But we'll get into that a little deeper. Okay, let's continue on. Queen of Water, Queen of Cups. So for many of you, this represents you. Six of Earth, Six of Pentacles. And the Knight of Earth. So out of your five cards, three of them are Pentacles. Earth. And one fire, one air, and one cup. Okay, let's continue on. The bottom of the deck, we have the Queen. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. There we go. We have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like with the Queen of Swords showing up here, and I'm actually going to take her out. I feel like for some of you, there may be some things you need to cut out, some people you need to cut out of your life. Because underneath the Queen, we have the Ten of Pentacles. And it's funny because you do have 3 Earth cards here, 3 Pentacles here. It's almost like the building up to this Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is a very happy family life, but it's also a very strong foundation. You know, Pentacles is about our material world, our day-to-day life, that kind of thing. So it could certainly mean that, you know, I mean, I just feel with the Ten of Pentacles, you're not alone here. You know, even if you are alone, it's still a beautiful energy to be in. You know, this is contentment. This is not having to worry. This is having enough, you know. So even if you're by yourself, you know, but I don't feel that, but you know, it's still a great energy to have. Okay, so let's add some love. I'm going to bring these over. Slide my laptop down. There we go. Okay, let's get some love in the mix. Scorpio, I feel for some of you, you have a job offer coming in or a new career opportunity. Okay, so I definitely feel for quite a few of you. It feels, and I have to tell you, I feel for the ones I'm talking to right now, I feel like you are struggling a little bit financially. Maybe a lot, but there's definitely some struggle around your finances. But at the same time, I can see that changing. I can see it getting better. And it's getting better because it definitely feels like offers coming in. And listen, if this is not an offer for like a new job or a step up in your current position, this could be someone offering you money to help you. Well, number one, I feel like, let's put it this way. If you're behind like on your electric bill and that kind of thing, I feel like there's someone who will come in and help like at the last minute. Now, I have to say, I do feel that if someone like if they swoop in and they help you, you know, it's like at the last minute. I want you to understand that this does not feel like a gift. It feels like a loan. So just keep that in mind, okay? Scorpio, for some of you, I feel like you are starting on this new chapter. And it does feel tied to, again, your material world. So this could be like starting a business. Or actively looking for another job now. Like no longer talking about it, but actually doing something about it. Like getting the word out. And I feel like, this is what I feel like. I feel like whatever effort you put in is what will return to you. So it almost feels like that energy of, you know, go beyond your comfort zone here. Because it feels like you're just capable of much more than what you're giving yourself credit for. Let's get some love. Keep an open mind. So this is soulmate energy. And the energy is, and I love that it's right above you. But it's a card about a soulmate coming in. Let's put it this way. You know, if you're someone who's been doing affirmations, looking for that soulmate, like the true soulmate, praying, I feel like this is telling you that there is a soulmate coming your way. And for some, this soulmate may have, you may know this soulmate, and we'll dig a little deeper, but I feel like that's saying that there is a soulmate coming in for you. But I feel like you have to leave go of your expectations to a point. Because I feel like this is being divinely guided to you. And, you know, if it's divinely guided, it's always better than what you could have hoped for. So sometimes what that feels to me, instead of getting what we want, we get what we need. And by getting what we need, our life can make we can make major changes within our life. Okay. Healing family issues. Attraction. Card attraction is about the present moment. Keeping yourself in the present moment. On the bottom of the deck, we have stay optimistic about your love life. So this is a card about positive thinking. Positive affirmations. A card of, putting your seeds of intentions out there towards love. But then stepping aside and allowing the universe to do its job. Allowing your angels, your soul family to do their job. So it's being optimistic without expectations. Okay? All right, so what I'm going to do here is like I did with Libra. I'm going to put a card down. I'm going to use the Crystal Vision deck. And I'm going to put a card on, I'm going to lay a Crystal Vision card down on each one of these. And we're going to see how it goes. See how it goes. Crystal Vision deck I have not used very often. I used it in Libra's reading and I absolutely loved it. So it does take me a minute because I kind of get lost in the image. So if I go quiet, just know that, okay? I'm connecting. Let me just see if I can, before I continue on here. I feel like for July, Scorpio, you want to make sure you're honoring your commitments, okay? Make sure that you are, especially relating to your work. Whether, again, you work for the company or you work for yourself, I feel like, I feel a little slacking. And although I feel some of you need to slack off a little and add some fun into your daily life, I still feel like you have to find that balance, Scorpio, okay? So just be wary of that. You might have the tendency to want to, again, play more than work for July. But there is a happy balance. Okay, so let's put a card. Well, actually, we'll flip it right over. Empress. 9 of Cups, beautiful. Ace of Pentacles. Star. Hierophant, wow. 2 Swords. The Lovers. The Wheel of Fortune. and the Sun. Wow. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcanas with an ace. Wow. All right, let me dig in here. Okay, so let's start up here. So we have the card Keep an Open Mind with the Empress. Well, let's just talk for a second about what the card itself means. You know, the Empress is the nurturer. The Empress is someone who is pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Pretty strong within her beliefs. Pretty, you know, a good, strong foundation. You know, she's the counterpart to the Emperor. You know, so, you know, right off the bat, it's like some of you may have found out, because this is the first card, you may have found out that you're pregnant to someone. And this feels like good news. Good news, even though stressful at the same time, because I don't feel that you're together. Well, I don't feel that you're married. Okay. I do feel that you're together. The Unknown card. You know, I keep meaning to take this card out of the deck, but I keep forgetting. So I suppose it's supposed to be here. Okay, well, I have to say that for some of you, I feel like you're with this person and it's probably recent. Or if it hasn't happened yet, it's about to happen. But I feel for some of you, you're with this person and you are questioning, is this person my soulmate? Is this the person I've been waiting for? And then I'm looking at the Empress, and it's weird because it's like I see like this apple like hitting her on the top of her head. You know, almost like, duh, you know, like, hello, wake up. You know, like the Empress is saying, or I shouldn't say the Empress, it's like the universe is saying, you know this to be so. You feel it. Especially with the Unknown card here. You know, she has a crystal ball. She's not really looking at that crystal ball, though. She's looking at me. And so is the Empress. I just want to say, for some of you, this could be a fire sign, okay? Let's put that out there. It could be a fire sign. But I do feel also earth within this energy. So what I'm really feeling right now is for some of you who already have this person entering their life, and again, it doesn't feel like it would be that long ago. They may be fire, a fire sign. Sun, moon, or rising, by the way. And then I feel for a few of you, this energy has not come in yet. So I feel like this is the universe saying, keep an open mind. Well, it is. Keep an open mind. That's weird. I just said that. You know, it is the universe telling you, it just feels like this person is going to be so different than what you expect. Scorpio, I mean, it's like, for some of you, it's like, you know, maybe you really love fire energy, you know, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, that type of energy. You know, the energy of action. And here comes this earth sign, which can be the opposite. So I feel like it kind of blows you away. And not just that they're an earth sign, it's the characteristics that they carry. You know, this is someone who enjoys their home. This is someone I feel that, you know, won't be saying, hey, Scorpio, let's go to the bar again. You know, let's go to the bar again. I feel the opposite here. I feel like this person's going to say, you know, let's go rent a really good movie and get some really good junk food and lay on the couch and just cuddle and watch this movie. And I feel like they motivate you in a whole different way. It almost feels like you haven't been, well, I was going to say, you know, it feels like you've never been with this type of energy. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me shut my phone off. Okay. It's crazy. I thought I did shut it off. So yeah, it's like you've never been with this type of energy, but it's like it's exactly what you need. With the Six of Cups. Six of Cups. I don't know if I showed you this card. The Unknown. Empress. So this could certainly be someone returning also. It feels like someone around the new moon is returning. And it could certainly be this earth sign. But it feels like a good thing for you. You know, this is the one thing about doing readings, because I feel like, you know, even though I keep thinking I'm taking this card out of the deck, it appears. And you know, sometimes it's like when I tell you things, it's like, oh, I almost don't want to tell you because I feel like it's supposed to be a surprise. And that's what I feel with this person from the past. Now, this doesn't mean you had to have a romantic relationship with them in the past. Maybe the opposite. Maybe it's someone you just never considered. And it feels like they reach out. They reach out to you. For some, this feels like childhood energy. Like I haven't seen you or spoken to you since we were children. Scorpio, they just feel like the opposite of you. In the same breath, it's a good thing because we all lack certain things within our makeup, or I shouldn't say it's a lack, but maybe underdeveloped, so to speak. But I feel like there's a completion here. It's like when you feel weak, they step up. When they feel weak, you step up, or that's the way it's going to be. Again, I almost feel like you have not had a romantic relationship with this person from your past. Wow. Okay. I feel like who I'm talking to right now, you know. Like you already know it's you. I don't have to, it's like I don't even have to say anymore. You know it's you. Even if this energy hasn't come in yet, you know who it is. I feel like it's the first person who came to your mind. I feel like it's someone that you do think about. It's like randomly maybe you've had dreams about them. Or you're doing, maybe you're watching TV or something and all of a sudden they come to mind. You start thinking about them. What can I tell you? I feel like you're thinking about them because they're thinking about you. Because I feel like it's you, Scorpio, who, you're like, wow, that's weird. I just had a dream about so-and-so. That's weird. Or I just all of a sudden start thinking about so-and-so. Just know it's because they're thinking about you. They're calling you in, is what they're doing. They're using universal energy to bring the two of you together. There's really nothing you need to do here. But just wait. Wow. Okay. Let's go to the next card. We have healing family issues with the Nine of Cups. I feel like some of you right now are working on this energy. I feel like you're almost at completion. Because I'm not feeling the heavy energy I normally feel with this card. And this is like the energy of needing to, look back at our family and how we were raised and the beliefs that we picked up, that kind of thing. This can be needing to forgive a parent for their human actions. I feel like I have to say that, for their human actions. And just moving beyond it, It's like not allowing this past energy to really affect you any longer. I feel for some of you, it's like it's like this, you're getting this clarity of how you can truly start making your life better, the way you want it. But sometimes it does come with the need to look back so that we can understand our present. So we can understand our actions, the choices that we keep making. This gives you real clarity. And listen, this is a Nine of Cups. So for me, this feels like you're almost there. You're almost at the point where you can have complete peace over this. With the Hangman. You know, it's weird because when I see the Hangman, and I have quite a few decks, and the Hangman is represented, you know, differently in a lot of the decks, but this is the first time that I saw this Hangman as a child. Well, it looks like a teen. Now, he may not be a teen, but that's what I'm seeing. So that's what it feels like. You know, that you're in this Hangman. Now, when we're in Hangman mode, we're seeking wisdom. We're seeking clarity. So we're not just hanging here to hang because we're tired. You know, we're seeking something. And it's important to us. And I feel like it's an important process too. Because I feel like through this stage of collecting wisdom, that's exactly what you're doing. You are receiving clarity on your life, your patterns, and how you can move beyond. And you do. It's a very important step that a lot of people skip. But if you skip it, you're going to, you know, it's like, well, I just feel like it's a very important step to really be able to look back, but look back with a completely different mindset. Look back at our parents, you know, as an adult now, because you understand so much more. Doesn't make it right, but what it does is justifies it in your mind. It gives you just a better understanding, which allows you to move forward in the most beautiful way. Okay. Then we have attraction, which is about keeping yourself in the present moment. You know, this is something that you have to actively do. If you have a lot of things going on around you, every once in a while, you just got to just check. Am I staying in the present moment? Or am I allowing my imagination and my thoughts to take me all over the place? Well, I feel with the Ace of Pentacles sitting on here that you are keeping yourself now in the present moment. And it feels to me like, Scorpio, there's a lot of growth for you. It's like you're getting these new ideas that you're able to, listen, these are ideas that you're able to put action behind if you choose. It's funny for some of you, again, it's like you were struggling with money before. You know, you were to the point where some of you may have had a hard time like feeding your family. You know, paying your bills, keeping the lights on. And I almost feel like for some of you, it's like you had to go through this process. Because I feel like a new day is dawning. And when it does, you're going to see every bit of the blessing. You know what I mean? It's like you now have your eyes wide open. And anything that comes your way, you know is a blessing. And it feels like you become, well, it's like very grateful for what's in front of you. And it feels like every time you're grateful, you start to see something else you're grateful for. I also feel, again, it's like there feels like there's financial help available to you in whatever need that is. So for some of you, it is receiving a loan to start a business. I feel like you've already, if this is you, you've already applied. And I feel, and maybe you've gotten turned down a few times. Maybe you've gotten turned down 4 times. And the 5th time, it's like a yes. Or the 5th person you ask, it's a yes. For some of you, this could be coming from like a father. A gift of money. Something to help you get back to equal. For a few, this could certainly be a love interest coming in. Okay, wait a minute. Before I go there, I have to say that there are a few, I feel like you've been in court and you've been fighting for child support. Fighting, fighting, fighting. And it feels like there's always a continuance. Or, where before perhaps your ex kind of hid the money, there is a real clarity. So I feel like for those who are waiting for child support to be settled, the amount to be settled, I feel like it definitely comes down in your favor, Scorpio. So I just want to tell you, hang in there. It's coming. It's coming. And for some of you, I feel like there's this knight who comes in and kind of saves the day. And it does feel romantic. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I have this King of Cups, and then I do have the Queen of Cups. This is a clarifier. So it's not so much that they go together, but what I feel like is it's because you don't know about this person yet. And the ones I'm talking to right now, you are going through financial issues, okay? It is financial issues. In your material world. Let's just put it that way. So here comes this king or queen. And it's also attached to the soulmate card. So I feel like this is what's ushering in this king. And on the queen, I have the star card. Again, it's a feeling of you're almost there. Like Scorpio, you're so close to what feels like your dreams coming true. Well, the earth energy is so strong here in your spread. So, to me, it just feels like July is a month about love and money. Love and money. But the Page of Pentacles here, and, I feel like already we are stepping up. Already it's like the beginning of finances changing, getting better. For some of you, this is, I feel like your dream is a very creative dream. Like you want to work within your creativity, however that is for you. And I mean, this feels like big dreams. You know, like I want to be on stage. I want to feel the energy of an audience. And it doesn't feel like I want this because I want to be famous. But more, it's a passion that has lied within you for, well, forever. Listen, I know I have a lot of musicians who watch the videos, and I have to say, here, I feel that for some of you, it's like your careers are just going to start taking off. I feel like for some of you, you're at the infant stage, but let's look at an infant and how fast an infant grows, right? How fast an infant evolves. That's what I feel like. I feel like you're at that infant stage, but it's like you're about to have a growth spurt. So hang on, because I kind of feel like everyone will know your name. And I know that's kind of on a large scale, but that's exactly what I'm seeing. You know, the energy here is about taking those dreams, not just thinking about them anymore, Scorpio, not just thinking about them, but taking them now and moving forward, even if it's just little pebbles that you're beginning with. You know, I see this pebble growing into a mountain. And for some of you, this is love, you know, with this pentacle here and the star, you know, and above where I felt this earth energy coming in through the unknown card. It just feels like you are going to feel, especially, I feel like for some of you, okay, I'm kind of turning the message now. I feel like for those who, I told you, you have earth coming in. They haven't come in yet. Or at least I don't feel like they've come in yet, because I feel like, although it's not quite what you expected, I feel like this person is just right for you. This person is the answer to your prayers. Let's take one more in that. Ace of Wands. So here starts the communication. Here starts the action. Here starts, however we look at this, the new beginning. But this is us taking action for it now. And knowing that there's tremendous growth. This is the infant stage. The ace. The possibilities are endless. You know? The growth spurt is just about to begin. So July is not about thinking about what I need to do, what I want to do. Not even need to do, but what I want to do with my life. July is about putting the action in now. Even if it's baby steps, it doesn't matter. It feels like July, what you put out there comes back to you. It's almost like instant manifestation. What you put out comes back. And remember, that can work both ways. So keep that energy positive. Believe in your dreams. Okay, well, just a real quick message. I just got that somebody either just found or is about to find a diamond ring I don't know how much value is in the diamond, but it feels like well, it's a ring that has been handed down. And I feel that, I feel like you kind of know that there's this ring out there, but you haven't found it, or you just found it. I want to tell you to look in pockets. So I don't know if someone passed and, you are now like clearing out the house, or that's already happened. But in your mind, you're like, yeah, where did that ring go? I want to tell you, look in pockets, look in corners, like in a suitcase. Look deep in the corner of the suitcase. If there's a pocket in the suitcase, look in it. In purses. So let's say this is grandma's ring. And, you have a few of her items, and a few of the things were her handbags, her purses. Open up those purses and look in the corners. And I can tell you this, if this is meant for you, you will find it. Or you just found one. I feel like it's definitely a diamond, and it may have a ruby attached to it. It may have like, like a diamond in the middle and then 2 rubies. Or it could be a ruby with 2 diamonds. That kind of thing. Definitely has diamonds in it. And again, I'm not saying it's worth a lot of money, but it's a lot of sentimental value. And it may be worth money too. Okay, well, check those handbags. Okay, let's go into the middle of your spread. We have the 6 of Pentacles, 6 of Earth, sitting with the Hierophant. For some of you, I feel like you've just been doing things kind of the way that it's expected. Like you've been living your life the way that it's expected, that other people expect. And I feel like when you realize that, when you say that to yourself, like, oh my God, I have been. Like it's always about someone else and hardly ever about me. Scorpio, I feel like it's part of your, I don't know, I was going to say destiny, but I'm not sure it's destiny, I want to say. So I feel like this is telling you, step outside that comfort zone. This is where you're going to find your growth. Outside of your comfort zone. And major arcana strength. Well, for a few of you, you may be getting ready to get married to, a possible Leo. This could be this fire energy down here I was feeling. You could be a Leo getting ready to marry a Scorpio. I feel like, for a few of you, you're pretty young, at least to me. I'm 56, so I feel like you're in your early 20s, mid 20s, who are getting ready to marry this person. Again, could be Leo or fire sign. I feel like whatever money you need for this wedding is coming to you. I feel like for some of you, it is the parents paying. You know, it's like the parents paying for the wedding, and it feels like the in-law paying for the reception, and it just feels like there's a lot of money given to you at the reception, you know, as in gifts. For some of you, I feel like you are waiting for this money. Like you are waiting to see how much money you receive before you take your honeymoon. Because I feel like you are going to take that money, and then that's what you're going to base where you go for your honeymoon. You know, like if we get $6,000, maybe we go to Hawaii. If we get only $2,000, you know, maybe we go to Florida, that kind of thing. Now, I'm basing that on if you live in the United States. So I'm not saying Florida is like a second choice. But what I'm feeling is like I live in California. I don't, but I feel like I live in California. And it's like I want to go to Hawaii. But I've also never been to Florida. So, you know, both are great. But if I get to choose, it's going to be Hawaii. And you're waiting to see, you know, you're going to be waiting to see how much money you receive. I feel like you're going to Hawaii. Because I do feel like you're going to be receiving a lot of money. Okay, let's go to the Knight of Earth. And let's see what he wants to tell us. We have the Two Swords with that. I feel like this is talking about making sure, again, I feel like this is coming back up, making sure that you're honoring your commitments at work. For some of you, I feel like this is about making sure or try your hardest not to get involved in the drama of work. Because I see there's a chance that you could, you know, move you into your shadow side. Like the minute you start getting involved with this drama or spreading rumors through work, through the office type of thing, it comes back to bite you. And, you know, this feels like it's going to be hard to stay out of it. But I feel like you have to take the higher road here because it does feel like, you know, it will come back to you. It's again, like that instant manifestation. Well, you just have the Magician show up. And with the Two Swords, you know, the Two Swords is energy that we don't want to see, or we see it, but we pretend that it's not there. You know, like the drama at work. You know, it's like when we start to get involved in it, we know it's not right. But, I mean, let's face it, it's easy to get pulled into it. But this is about taking the higher road here. Because you know it in your heart. And especially for you, Scorpio, I feel like Though you got, you do love to talk. And you're such a loving sign that getting involved in drama, it's almost like it pulls you down. It pulls your heart down because you feel bad about it. Even if you don't know why, this energy starts to pull you down. That's why. Because it's like your soul is not the type of soul that wants to have a part in it. It's like you have a pure soul. So it's just being careful that you don't move into your shadow side. And for some of you, the reason that Spirit is bringing this up, I feel, don't get involved with the drama. Make sure you're honoring your commitments at work. Work, work, work. But I feel like, again, there's opportunity here. There's opportunity for growth. And it may be the very reason you get this opportunity versus someone else is because you don't get involved in office politics. This has nothing to do about romance, by the way. This is just literally office politics, gossip, rumors. Nothing that's good for the work. But I feel like this is saying, if you can take the higher road, there are payoffs for you. It's like you just start moving in that company. And let me tell you, you can sit back and watch those who gossip the most. Like if I could move or fast forward you 2 years into the future, you'll see those same people in the same position. So don't get caught up in that, okay? Because I do feel there's promotions. There is definitely promotions for you guys. Okay, let's go down this Knight of Fire with the Lovers. So, Gemini. Though I also read this card as Libra. Sitting on top of the Knight of Fire. So this could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sag. And it's funny because when I'm looking at the Lovers here, this is, Lovers is a card of air. But boy, I see the fire in it. Like I see the passion. It's funny when I put the cards like this. So this card was by itself, remember? And this knight was riding in. And he was getting ready to bump up to the 5 of Pentacles. But look how he's like, back it up. Almost like, no, it doesn't want to go into this energy. And maybe one of the reasons why is because now the Lover shows up. So he's like, up, about face, heading back to this. This card feels very spiritual to me. It feels like 2 souls that, I hate to use the word tied, But it's like two souls tied together for eternity, but not bound. So this is like a choice. For some, this may be a twin flame, because it does feel like eternity to me. You know, it feels like two restless souls who come together again. Oh, well, look at that, the world. So this is definitely a twin flame relationship here. You know what I feel like, Scorpio? I feel like there are a few of you who feel like you've just been wandering this earth restlessly, restless and tirelessly, and it's just like, it's almost, it's not even that you're lost, but this is that feeling of knowing. And when I say knowing, I mean knowing. So if you wander, now this person may not have come in yet, but let me tell you, their energy is always around you, and your energies, your energies are tied together. And you know this, and they know this. And it's that feeling of like wandering the world looking for this person, and they for you. And the World card, to me, this is the coming full circle, the coming back together, the coming home. The coming home to my one and only. And listen, I don't even know how to explain it except that you know that this is for you. You know this is for you. And I feel like you have wandered through this lifetime and maybe previous lifetimes searching for something. I don't even think it's him or her that you were searching for, because I almost feel like it's when you come together that you really understand why you've been wandering this earth almost aimlessly. It's like dating and being with people, but it's just like you cannot. This is not like one of those things where you're being picky and you just can't get along with anyone. You just cannot get along with anyone because you know in your heart of hearts that this energy, that this lifetime, you're coming together. It's that feeling of it's like you've been a caterpillar and you can't emerge as the butterfly until this person is here and present. And it is when you come together that there is this awakening within you and them that is unbelievable. You know, I feel like there's a few of you who've experienced this type of love in your dreams. And it's not a normal dream. What I should have said is I feel like you've experienced this through spiritual visitation in your dreams. The energy. However it showed up for you. You know, I had a dream once where, I'm not going to go into the whole dream, but there was a little boy, you know, in my circumstances, there was a little boy down on his knees, and I didn't know who this little boy was, but he lifted his arms up to me, as in to hug him. So I did, and when I hugged him, I had never felt love like I felt at that moment. I understood that it was spiritual. I understood. And that's what this is. So imagine having that feeling once in your dreams, but now in reality. Like the actual person is there. The actual coming together is soon. Ah, Temperance. Perfect timing. About balance, of course. It's about patience. But it's also about perfect timing. It tells us that we need to wait for perfect timing, universal timing, spiritual timing. Well, here it is. Here it is. Telling you that this has been guided to you all along. And you had to wait. They had to wait. For whatever the reason. You know, many times it's because you had to live your life, they have to live their life. There's things that you have to learn for your soul only, and they have to learn for their soul. And it's the coming together, because twins are there to, well, help mirror each other, but also to teach and to learn the real lessons. So you have to go through your own experiences, but here is the coming together. The Spirit's telling you, this has been in the works. The timing just hasn't been right. And now, the timing is right. Wow. 16:7. 27, 28, 34, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's weird. So, you know, I was going to say July. I'm doing the numerology. Because this equals 7 here. But then I just added them all together. And I think it was 34, which comes down to a 7 again. So I feel like this is taking place in July. Beautiful. Now, it's sitting on this Knight of Fire, so we can't, you know, and the Knight of Fire is also the energy of something coming in very sudden. Like very suddenly, this energy comes in. Exactly. That's what's happening here. That's exactly what's going to happen. It's like this energy comes in, and it is immediate passion. Yeah, I mean, it's immediate passion. It's a fast-moving action, so, you know, that would make sense that it's coming in July. You know, it doesn't have to be a fire sign, doesn't have to be a Gemini. You know, I don't want to put limitations. Matter of fact, I'm not going to put a limitation on this. Because this is the energy that you just know. You just know. And I don't feel like it's only a Gemini coming back, or it's only an Aries, Leo, or Sag. You know what I mean? Like, this is, I cannot limit it. I don't feel like I'm supposed to. Let's take one more on that. Knight of Swords. I mean, look at this. So we have them together here, right? Look at this. It's like, here he comes. You know, you're just sitting here waiting patiently. No stress. You just know. You know he's coming. Here he is, getting ready to come in. Male or female, doesn't matter, okay? I'm only looking at the image on the card. Even looking like right here how his, you know, where his heart chakra is, it's all lit up. You know, he's ready. Even in this cup, I can see fire. But I'm also seeing a lot of green, too. Okay, see, that's what I don't want to do that. I don't want to, again, I don't want to limit it because I'm not supposed to. Twin flame energy. No doubt. No doubt. This is coming back together. This is a whole new world, a whole new chapter. Understand, I want you to be prepared, though. It doesn't mean that it won't be challenging or bumpy in the beginning or throughout the relationship. It is a human relationship through your spirituality. So it's two humans, and, you know, it's your spirit having a human experience, I guess, is what I want to say. So with human experience always is challenge. But it's almost like if you understand that, then the two of you just move through these challenges like a piece of cake. Wow. I know, I spent a lot of time on that, but I had to. Whew. Okay. So we have the Five of Earth, and I have the Wheel of Fortune. And the Wheel of Fortune is upright, so I like that. So the Five of Earth is, you know, when we have fears surrounding our money. For some, it can be that fear of losing a job. For some, this is like needing to reach out and ask for help because it feels like help will be available to you. I even feel there may be a few of you who lose your job, but it feels like it's meant to be. Like, it feels like there's a few of you who are literally going to lose your job. And because of that, it almost forces you now to step into action towards your own dream. So it feels like a curse is a blessing. It's weird. I got the Five of Swords with this. And you also have the Five of Swords down here which is the next card. For some of you, you could be taking a financial hit because you are divorcing. You know, you're separating. Splitting of the house, that kind of thing. Money, you know, where we had 2 incomes, we're down to 1. But again, none of this feels... Well, although it feels a little heavy, at the same time, I feel like even that's meant to be. Because I feel like for some of you, you go through this divorce and you think, you know, like, I'm not getting enough, I'm not getting enough. And perhaps you don't get enough, what you think you need. But what I'm feeling here is that you will have a realization that you have everything you need. And it's like once you are out of this energy or separated from this person, doesn't have to mean that the financial issues are all cleared up. But I feel that there's real clarity for you, as in you haven't felt this happy or this peaceful in such a long time. And even though you have half of what you used to have, you can't believe how, it's almost like how long you thought you needed to be with this person. And yeah, you may be walking away with a little less than what you planned, but it's okay. It's okay. Because even, I mean, the Five of Swords is your next card, so let's go to the Five of Swords. We have the Sun on top of that. So this is a happy outcome no matter how you look at it. You know, I will throw back that for some of you, it could be again, Leo. I don't know, well, Leo's coming up a lot in this reading, that you may have separated from. But that's just an undertone, okay? Because I feel like this is more about understanding that this turns out just the way you need it to. And, you know, I love this. You know, this is the possibility of new love. You know, it's like that feeling of contentment now. And because I'm feeling so content, even with, you know, if you're worried about your children and this divorce, this separation, however it looks for you, I feel like they are going to be fine. As long as you have yourself in check, I feel like they're going to be fine. And then it starts to open up this new, almost like a portal in you, where you start to then see the possibilities of everything. Look at that. Listen, this is the second time you showed up in your reading. Well, the third time, because we have the King of Cups too. So we can even look at the page as an offer of love coming in for my beautiful Scorpios, male or female. We started on a tough energy, Five of Swords. You know, Five of Swords, take the lesson and leave everything else behind. Because if you're able to do that, it's just a happy outcome for you, period. Not just for you, but anyone involved. And, you know, I almost feel like it takes you back to being a kid again. Like you have this newfound energy, this newfound joy. You know, it's like you even look younger. Well, it's because your heart is healing and you are being open to the universe. And you're open to all the possibilities that lie ahead for you. It's peace and contentment. Peace and contentment within your heart and within your mind, Scorpio. And, you know, I don't feel like these last cards are just for those going through a divorce. I feel like this is talking about your month, Scorpio. You know, this is a month about just keeping ourselves in check and, you know, trying to come from our higher selves. And when we do, it's like instant manifestation. It's getting through challenges much easier and being able to move into the next chapter almost seamlessly. And this next chapter holds contentment and peace and joy. Okay, let's do the Queen of Air. Eight of Wands. Chariot. I feel like if you look at this card, look at the horses. You know, again, it's like she is going straight, but the horses are about to take a turn. I feel like this is saying to you, this is the universe directing you. Where you may think to go this direction, the universe, your intuition is guiding you in the right direction. I feel like this is about taking the time, like believing within your intuition, letting your intuition be your GPS, moving you into the future with a lot of strength, with a lot of energy, feeling really good. King of Pentacles, you know, it's so weird because I did Libra right before you, and I said to Libra, because the King came up in their reading, this King of Pentacles has been coming up in almost every reading for the last 2 months. And I feel like maybe all of them. So this King has a real importance to play in many of our lives this month, and has been. So what does the King represent? The King of Pentacles. Well, number one, this is someone, you know, much like the Emperor, who has a very strong foundation, who knows how to get things done. You know, it's someone who doesn't react before taking a moment to think about it. You know, the King of Pentacles always honors his commitments as a person, not so much as a lover. And I'm not saying that they don't honor their commitments as a lover, but of course not all of them do. But this feels like the energy of. So you are driving your horse right, or the chariot right to him. Knight of Wands. Wow. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I have the Knight of Wands going right into the King of Pentacles, and the chariot heading to the King of Pentacles. So perhaps for some of you, it is this Knight of Wands is, which is an air sign, by the way, or I'm sorry, a fire sign. Fire. Will play a large role in your finances, in your material life. And this is on the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is someone who is independent. Independent. Someone who takes a moment to see what needs to be in their lives and what doesn't. You know, she has a sword for a reason. And it's just not for protection. Well, it is protection for her higher self. This King of Pentacles. Let's do one more card on him. Three of Swords. Okay, so maybe this King of Pentacles is someone who had hurt you in the past. It feels to me like either the King of Pentacles, King or Queen, or this fire sign had hurt you in the past. And it feels like one of these, I don't know why I can't get clarity on this. Tower. Okay, I think I get the energy now. So I feel like for a few of you, you were involved with either an earth sign or a fire sign. And they did hurt you. They did cause pain. And it may be that you caused pain too. And I do feel like the relationship came to an end. And I feel like, Scorpio, you've been sitting in the energy for a little bit. But I feel like with the Chariot here, it's saying that you're about to move out of that energy. That someone is coming into your life. Again, whether it is, I can't even say if it's air, fire, or earth. Because the only one I don't have here is water. So, I guess it depends on your scenario. But it feels like that pain, that heartache of the Three Swords is coming to an end. And I feel like it's coming to an end partially because of the work that you've already put in. And I feel like you... well, I do feel like it's... Okay, I'm feeling two things here. For some, I feel like it's just the universe came in and shut down this relationship. Because it doesn't feel like it was good for you. So it does feel like the universe came in and just closed it down. You know, the universe. What do I mean by that? The universe just sends the tower? You know, many times it's your angels, it's your guides. Because, you know, much of this is about perfect timing. You know, much of this is about universal timing and allowing things to come to you, you know, instead of anxiously wanting them. I feel, you know, you're just in that instant manifestation mode. It almost doesn't matter whether the universe put an end to this relationship or you put an end to this relationship. It needed to come to an end. And I feel like partly why it's coming to an end is because you have someone new coming in. And again, it may be this King of Pentacles. Or it could be, again, a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. Or I'm just going to leave it this way. There is, you know, whatever sign it is, you know, that the universe or you had put an end to that relationship. It's the opposite coming in, because that's what it feels like. It's like if you were with an earth sign and that had come to an end, then it's a fire sign coming in. If you're with fire and that came to an end, then it's earth. So it feels like the opposite of what you had. But it's exactly what you need. In all of these, if you notice that. So I have some beautiful relationships coming together. I have a real twin flame or more relationships coming together. And you guys know that I very seldom will talk about twin flames because it's only one other soul out there, right? So the chances of that happening are so slim. But that doesn't mean it doesn't happen, and I know that. But I'm always realistic. You know, I don't want to tell you that it's a twin flame if I don't feel it. Well, I feel it, baby. I feel soulmate love. And by the way, you know, if you're up here and this is your soulmate coming in, please don't look down at the people who have the twin flame come in and be like, well, I want my twin flame. No, you don't, because it's not time for you. You know, if twin flames don't come together, there's a reason. They're not meant to come together at this point in time. Because if you did come together before the time, you would just like this. You just keep bouncing heads and it wouldn't work. It wouldn't work. It's about divine timing. So, soulmate love is just as beautiful. Understand that. And Scorpio, it's like, I'm even looking down and I'm seeing like cups everywhere. 9 of Cups, love it. The 6 of Cups, love it. The King of Cups, love it. The Chariot, love it. So this is a month to not sit still. This is also a month to expect the unexpected or allow the unexpected to come in. Because, again, you're manifesting. So, keep that in mind for July. I mean, really keep that in the back of your head. Oh my God, I'm manifesting. So, when you start to think really negative about anything, tell yourself, I got to be careful. You know, I only want to bring positive things to me. So, I have to just keep an eye on my energy. And it's a good way to learn how to be positive more often than not anyway. So, remember, there's an importance for you to be in the present moment. All of this takes place within the present moment, whenever that present moment is for you. So keep yourself present. All right, Scorpio. I hope you like this kind of reading. Let me know. This is the first time I've done this type of reading on YouTube, except for Libra this month. And I don't know, I'm kind of loving it, to be honest. So I may continue the rest of them in this format. But you'll let me know if you like it. You know, thumbs up, thumbs down. Or you don't have to give me a thumbs down. You can just type it. No, I didn't like it. Because honestly, when you give a thumbs down, you need to think about it. And I'm not saying it because it's tied to me, so to speak. But what happens is sometimes when you may come into a reading, you'd be like, well, you know, the messages really weren't for me this month. Thumbs down. Well, what you're doing is someone else comes along and they see, okay, well, there's 5 thumbs down, so maybe it's not that good. So they don't watch it. And then they never receive their message. So that's what I'm saying is like, just be careful with them. Not so much for my ego. I mean, you know, you like it or you don't. I can't help that. I can't help. You know, the messages are the messages, and I have to feel free just to let them come out the way they want to come out. So that's the only thing I'm saying. When you do that thumbs down, think about the next person. So if it's a thumbs down because you just, you know, you don't like the way I do videos, then that's a legitimate reason. But if it's a thumbs down because, you know, you didn't feel like there was a message and you didn't even check out your sun, or your rising or your moon, then you may be hurting the next person. So just keep that in mind. Okay, guys, it's weird that I would tell you guys that because you have, you know, you're the opposite. I don't know, but it's weird that it came out in your video. Scorpio, I love you. And you have quite the month coming up. Quite the month. You know, it's like, I just feel like wherever you are suffering right now, there are changes, and some of them are major changes coming for you. But please be open to it. You know, be open to the unknown and invite it in. Invite it in. All right, guys, I love you. I will talk to you soon. I'm going to keep doing some more videos this month. I have a lot of ideas, and I'm going to be doing them. So I will see you soon. Have a beautiful month. I love you guys. Bye-bye.